Hey everyone, it's Mike's it's Mike's blog. So today's video is going to be about um, depression. Now I'm speaking about this mostly because depression doesn't it's often gets swept under the rug. It's often not spoken about. It's often put aside. It's often a lot of it's often overlooked, you know. But then the time they actually try to have the chance to do something about it, it's too late. So if you have the chance, if you have the time, do something, even if it's just a little gesture, like buying someone coffee. To that person, you took the time out. You took a little 5 minutes part of your day to make somebody else's day, you know? And sometimes those little gestures mean all the difference in the world, especially for people with depression. I only have a mild symptom depression, but it only happens to me when the weekend comes. And, you know, I don't have a wife, I'm not married yet, or, but, I live alone for the most part, so there's that, having the problems of living on my own and being a bachelor and taking responsibility for myself and my well being and um, trying my best to take care of myself has been difficult at times. But I do okay sometimes. Sometimes I do struggle, but I've been doing okay. But today, the reason why I'm talking about this is because today started out okay. It started out good. Like I made my cup of coffee, and 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 I had 2 cups of coffee actually, and the guy rung my doorbell, and I went down. I grabbed my iPad. I took my iPad with me, and to Bonshire Manor, I took with me, and I let my friend Daniel watch some YouTube videos. He doesn't have an iPad, so I was being nice and I let him use it for a little while, and then and then it was lunchtime. The day, the today, just this Friday, just me and my buddy Jeff, we talk some of the part of the time, and me and him, we were talking, and Jeff looks over at me and he goes, Mike, where'd the day go? I'm like getting all teared up because I got confused. I'm like, don't even know what happened. Just the day just gone, just of the hours. Just we were doing stuff, and it was like seconds, minutes, just gone. And I and we were both sitting there wondering, like, where did the day go? And a part of me just went like that, and I became unhappy and depressed because I wanted more of my day back, and I knew that I wasn't going to get it back, so I was depressed. And so, and then I was trying to be happy, and there was a puppy dog, Wicked, you know, that was wandering around, and but you know, then during the after part of the day, went on, and and I started doing okay again, and I started petting the dog, and I started doing things, and I played with the their little machine there, which is called the Abbey. It's called the Abbey, and you can pop balloons and do puzzles and do stuff, or just spend some time and read a book, or just do some activities, which is absolutely great. I and I don't want my mom to stop my date program yet, because I don't know what I would do if I lost that particular part of my day. Um, so I kind of hope that she doesn't do that. I'm actually gonna call her and speak to her about it. But yeah, so back on topic. Um, um, Depression is a pretty big thing to some people, mostly because it's a unfixable disease most of the time. It goes unnoticed. People say, "Oh, you can fix it," but in some situations, the depression's too bad, so they do stuff. They harm themselves. You know, they, you know, they just do stuff to hurt themselves. In some cases, not all cases, but you know, um, sometimes, you know, other people's lives are much more. There's always somebody in the world that is more worse off than you are. Always. Doesn't matter how rough you got. I mean, I could say this. I had it pretty rough during the beginning of my life, but now seeing it all unfold and all this is actually a pretty big deal to me. It's a miracle that I'm still here. And you know I'm just grateful to be here to be in my family's company. Even with through all the things I've been, but throughout, even though how much of a bitter giant toad I've been, I get bitter because sometimes, because I knew at one point I was gonna have to take care of myself, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do that. Well, I kind of proved myself wrong in these circumstances. Um, I guess I can do it. Uh, so I'm kind of glad that I gave myself a second chance, and you know, this doesn't kind of go for everyone, but my depression's gotten a little bit better. I'm hoping it kind of gets a little bit better during Saturday and Sunday. And if you ever get the chance to go find help with your depression, I encourage you to go and speak with somebody about it. It helps. Don't be silent. You'll only sink yourself darker into the hole. Go seek help. Find somebody. Try to talk it out. Whatever your problems are, I encourage you to seek help. Don't be silent. It's the worst thing you could do for yourself is to be quiet. To think this problem was going to go away. Your problems are not going to go away. Your problems, if you don't fix them, nip it in the bud. If you don't fix them right away, they will get worse. They will multiplicate. Uh, so if you have a problem, Figure out a strategy that works for you and try to fix it. For you, your family, for your friends. Do not leave yourself in the dark. Depression is a pretty big thing, pretty big battle for most people. And most people don't get the second chances. So, thank you for listening, and this is my video about depression.